Hello guys, and welcome to this multiplayer battle replay of Bretonnia versus the Vampire Counts. As you can see, I'm here playing as Bretonnia up on this hill and down here as well. And this is my opponent, nice scene, over here on this hill. See, he's got some zombies here and Vargulfs and some Vargeists. So let's examine kind of what's happening right now. As you can see, I have my soldiers spread out over here, and I have my trebuchets up here, as long as my spearmen at arms, my men at arms, and the like. So they kind of caught me off guard with the beginning of this match. I don't know whether the countdown's a little shorter than it was in past Total War titles, or whether that was just my imagination. He's just had a pretty fast setup, I guess, and I wasn't paying attention to the clock down meter. Too busy looking around at these mountainscapes and all that. So as a result, I'm just going to be moving my men. We can start playing it here. I'm just going to be moving my men back over to this hill. Kind of had me on the defensive immediately after that. See what he's doing over here. He's moving. That's Von Karstein there on top of his dragon. A deadly figure indeed. But here I am. I'm just moving my men. He actually doesn't move for a little while, which is a blessing to me because I was very frazzled. Right now, this is only the second multiplayer battle I've fought, and it's the first one I fought in a one-on-one situation. Here I've got Knights of the Realm as my army. Knights of the Realm, some Mounted Yeomen over here. This is the only unit of Mounted Yeomen I believe I have in this battle. I have some Peasant Infantry Bowmen, and as you can see, they have some chevrons on them. This army I can't actually take credit for. It was a preloaded army for me. I thought it'd be fun to try them out. I tried out a few, just kind of in oh man, these guys are cool. I tried out a few, just kind of testing them out, not really in online battles, but just making them in customs, and they work all right. Here we have some of the Knights of the Realm again. This is my general unit here. Very cool, very cool. On the horse. Here are some of the archers, Mounted Yeoman archers. I think I have another Mounted Yeoman archer. No, just the cavalry. Here we have some regular Polemans. Actually, no, these aren't the Polemans. These are the polearm then. 2 men at arms here, and then 3 regular spear infantry, and then 2 of the trebuchets. These guys don't actually get that much work done. As you can see over here, my opponent is bringing, looks like he's moving out a little bit here. He's bringing just a lot of zombies over here on his flank. What is it? 9, somewhere around 14 units of zombies. Just a lot of zombies. And what he's going to be trying to do, I deduced on my hill over here, is basically just wrap my lines up in these zombie units, which basically, as you can see, don't have any kind of decent attack really. They're basically just fodder units, but the Vampire Counts have the ability where they don't have the factor of morale. So as a result, they're not going to break, they don't suffer any kind of wavering. So they'll just stick right with the fight even if they're being absolutely destroyed. And since they're large unit blocks, they take a little while to chomp through, unless you have a very high tier unit. So these are what I'm perceiving as my main goals. Now, I don't see these Vargeists yet. He's doing a good job of hiding them. He's stopping them here. Actually, I think I might start seeing them when they come out around here. But so far I've only seen the Vargeists and his general unit here. Vargeists are extremely dangerous. I do not like the look of that at all. But we're actually, I think we sit here for a little while. I'm just trying to get organized, get all my troops into formation, moving them around a little bit. I'm not even sure what I want. As I said, this is a preloaded. I'm starting to shoot over here. I'm going to cinematic here. So I'm starting to shoot, but as I said before, zombies, really expendable units. They aren't really bunched together, they aren't in any tight formation. My trebuchets aren't going to do a ton of damage. Looks like we're about to... Oh, he's dropping a spell. This is his heal regen for the zombie units, so just even further decreasing the efficiency of my fire. Let's get out of this real quick. come back over here. He's getting hit down there. And this goes on for a little while. Again, I'm just moving troops up, seeing what units I have and where they're best placed. I'm kind of just fighting on the fly, not really knowing what units these are. Now there I just gave a command to roll out on these zombies here. So I started getting a little concerned because I don't want him to completely tie up my line and then come around the side and just outflank me with these Vargolfs here and just smash in my back line. Although Bretonnia has a pretty good, this is a pretty good build, and Bretonnia is a good nation when it comes to fighting against large because their spearmen and their pole arms are very powerful. So here we're going to move real quick into slow motion. So this is where things start speeding up a little bit. I tell my men to go out here and basically just try and engage these zombies that are coming around the flank, but I was also moving them to try to engage these Vargolfs over here before they could reach around and come behind my army. Just engage them with my anti-large. Also, I've given an order over here for my, oh yeah, I don't know if I showed you guys these, the Pegasus Knights I have. I have 2 units of Pegasus Knights, and I'm not sure exactly how effective they are going to be against the Vargeists. I've never had this matchup before, but man, the Vargeists look like they can do work, and my Pegasus Knights look pretty cool. But I don't know; those guys are pretty beastly. So he sees it and he starts retreating. In the meantime, slows down a little bit over here. I've charged in. These are my mounted yeomen. Just getting some kills on this zombie unit right here, and I think these guys are going to get absolutely insane numbers later on after the conclusion. So here I am. I chased him, but his general saw, and I didn't want to have von Karsten coming over and just ripping apart my Pegasus Knights. They're a very valuable unit. So I started running. I didn't know whether my Pegasus were going to be able to outmatch him. In the meantime, I've got these mounted yeoman archers coming down, and then Knights of the Realm charging in. Just a lot of cav on zombie attacks over there, and then he's moving forward his Vargolfs. Now this is the point I decided I could not run, so I turned back and I fought. So we're gonna see some pretty intense aerial combat here. Oh, he's butting my guy. Just swiping in midair. Here it is. Boom! Nice hit there, nice hit. Von Karstein's in there digging in. Alright, but over here, it's kind of the same story. Just attacking. Oh, my trebuchets are still firing. That was a risky move. But doesn't look like they're hitting my guys too much there. Okay, so I have my battle line up here. I have a battle line down here. My archers are kind of too far away to get in any of the action. I'm still playing pretty defensively at this point. I'm kind of watching this because I don't know how my Pegasus Knights are going to do it. I'm going to try to withdraw one of the units if things turn out bad, but look at this. It looks like the Vargeists are actually taking some pretty big damage from my Pegasus Knights. My Pegasus Knights haven't lost pretty much anything. 18, 17, yeah, they're looking pretty good. Although Manfred hasn't taken any damage whatsoever right now. You can see down here, they're starting to hit the ground. Starting to take casualties. Alright, let's max speed this thing again. So here he commands his Vargeist just to kind of attack. He's sending this guy around, looks like. But he's gonna send a couple of these guys right over here, and they're gonna do some work on my cav. They reach over there. So here we go. My spearman at arms coming in. He just kind of takes a swipe, and then he decides, you know what, I'm going to go over here and just kind of attack the back. 2 Vargeists are down here, and in the meantime he's outflanked me. So he's coming in from behind. Now I've seen this, and I'm just waiting to interact with him over there. In the meantime, his Vargeists have been fleeing my, slow us down again. His Vargeists are fleeing now, and it's just my Pegasus Knight's been pretty darn effective. However, I think that Manfred's really now getting his teeth into my units, so they're starting to take more casualties. I'm actually going to push by him and go after these Vargeists again. I don't know if we'll see it quite yet. Alright, so here are my guys. They're rushing forward. We have zombies just hitting this flank over here. The Vargeist are just ripped into my yeoman archers here, my mounted yeoman archers, and my yeoman archers wound up fleeing. We can probably see them around here somewhere. No? Maybe they completely broke. But down here we've got the Vargeist just kind of rampaged into my main line right here. And these guys are over here just sacking the back of these Knights of the Realm, which are going to run, which frees up this zombie unit right here from my counterattack. These yeomen are still smashing away at this zombie unit over here, and you can see that they're taking some damage, but so are my yeomen. Once again, Knights of the Realm taking on some zombies, just tying down, what, 4 units right here? I'm tying down 2 over here. Over here we have another 3. The Vargeists are trying to recover. Let's grab this. In the meantime, we have this Vargolf coming around the back, just smashing my trebuchets, taking them out. I saw this, but I realized that my trebuchets really weren't doing too much damage at this point in the battle, so I thought it was a good distraction for the Vargolf. Keeps them from coming in the back. Oh, they're my archers. They're actually giving me a nice little charge. Looks like this. Oh, and there, my Pegasus Knights are over here. They just finished off and pushing by Manfred. In the meantime, those Vargeists have freed up those zombies over there. But it looks like they're actually crumbling. They took so much damage, at least one of the units is. Down here we have Wavering amongst my yeomen. Damage sustained. So here we go. It's just a great little battlefield. Now it's got 3 Vargolfs just taking on this unit of archers and this unit of spearmen. Or I should say polearms, I think that's what those are. Oh, I'm landing some. I'm just casting off some random abilities with my maiden. But right here, that one kind of went wrong and smashed the nano guys. I didn't use too much of the magic to any good effect. I'm very new to using it in like real-time battles. I think that shows here. Whoop. So here we go. We got zombies coming up the side. This Vargolf is still busy taking out my trebuchets, which aren't doing too much damage anyway against these zombie units. He's landed on my CD. That's the his enemy general here, and this is where I bring in my general. Oh, he's already in there actually. And here's where I'm just gonna lay off a bunch of buffs on my general. You can kind of see him going around. And he's gonna just attack Manfred. Manfred's gonna take pretty sizable damage from my hero, although he's gonna get some licks of his own off pretty soon. In the meantime, we have this Vargolf back over here. He just kind of is running rampant, trying to cut down my men that are fleeing. Some of my men are coming back. This is one of the old trebuchet crews. We have my archers, which haven't really done too much actual archer damage, but they're fleeing. But all these zombies are just losing all over this field. I got my Pegasus Knights flying in, crushing the back of them. Just basically content to let these Vargolfs over here work on my poleaxes, which already are really good against his, them because they're anti-large. Of course, I'm with my maiden right there. Just facing off. Just having this epic moment with a Vargolf. Just facing him down. He can't look at her. He's like, no! Alright. Here we go. There's more combat on this side of the field. Back here, Manfred's kind of decided to leave that fight. Doesn't want to tangle with my general. He's a coward. Running for my general. But oh man, he's just smashing down. Ooh! Smashing down my archer units, making sure they don't return to the field. Over here, we've got polearms. We're just mowing down these zombies again, which is kind of the story all over the battlefield, really. Zombies are just dying. This unit actually got freed up. I didn't realize it until a little bit later, but they're gonna come in handy. Trust me. Later on in the battle, it gets really close. So here we are, dealing with one of the last Vargolfs. It's just fighting it out, That's cinematic. Just listen to this. Oh, there he goes. He's down. Over here, these zombies are finally crumbling. I moved those Knights of the Realm back behind, and they're smashing into those zombies. Let's get out of this real quick. Alright, so at this point, the battle's sort of turning in my favor for the first time. I have a little bit of an edge over here, but it's still not over. He has a Vargolf that hasn't been touched, basically. He's just been running around there and catching through my troops. And he's going to come over here and just start wrecking my cav. My cav cannot hold up against large, I found at all. Bretonia's cavalry cannot take the large. In the meantime, I'm just kind of assembling my troops. They're getting out of that. I still have some guys that have really knocked off others over there, off the zombies. So now it's just a lot of my troops against his. And I thought I pretty much had this in the bag at this point. But you can see that my general has taken just massive damage over here. There he is, he's gonna smash into my horse, mounted yeoman archers. And my general actually starts running. So my lady's the only one left, and I'm kind of counting on her to buff my troops here. And there's a lightning strike. I tried to call him a lightning strike on him, but I missed, and actually blasting my own guys there. And now here comes Von Karstein, and you cannot mess with this guy, man, when he gets into these units. Just ripping my guys apart with the Vargolf. And you start seeing my guys start out doing so well that morale's really dropping. Ah, fleeing. There come my Pegasus Knights, right there inside of Karstein. And they're just gonna fight him, but then they start fleeing. Everyone's fleeing. So at this point I thought, whoa, I just lost that battle. All because of that, but then my guys kind of come back, and I have these troops that have been kind of sitting over here. So I start bringing them back over. And I'm like, wow, I guess this is the final charge, but my Spirit Arms, who've been fighting all day, are just dead tired. Just come back for one last go, and there it is. Von Karstein just goes down. There it is. We're just gonna tear apart that last Vargolf, and it's over. So we'll end this. You can kind of see the aftermath. So as you can see, the zombies literally didn't get they got hardly any kills, I'd say. Hardly any. And his Vargeis, fighting 2 units of my Pegasus Knights, only managed to get 3 kills. So that's just something to tuck in your cap. If you're ever playing as Bretonnia and you got Vargeis, then the Pegasus Knights are definitely a good answer. We have their Vargolfs down here, which have decent kill stacks, especially this one right here. This was probably the one that managed to get into my mounted yeoman archers. So then here's my army over here, my lord and my my maiden, and you can see just colossal kills over here. This Spirit Arms, 130 kills. It's crazy, but not nearly as much as this right here. This Knights of the Realm, 322 kills. They just mowed down 4 units of zombies in that battle. That's what that is right there. And then of course my Pegasus Knights, this one did really well for itself, and even my Trebuchets did all right. 100 kills, 556 kills. Completely different. So yeah, very fun. I'm really enjoying the multiplayer here in this game, and I actually didn't think Bretonnia was going to be that big of a threat, and that they were going to be one of the underpowered classes. But it looks like with how good their some of their units are against large, that when fielding against large armies, they have an advantage. Some of the ways I think I'd play against them is just bringing a lot of competent melee fighters. I think if he had brought Grave Guards to the fight, I wouldn't have been nearly so well off. I wouldn't have had, my cavalry wouldn't have been able to hold 4 units of Grave Guards down, that's for sure. But good game to my opponent, and here are the last stats. Thanks for tuning in and watching the video. Hopefully I'll be out with some more content soon, and have a great day.